Hello and welcome to I Love Baseball. Well, it's been a semi-long season of 10 games. We've had 4 teams make the playoffs, and we're down to the final 2. Unfortunately, my team is not a part of it, but it promises to be a good best-of-3 series between the Boston Sharks versus the Los Angeles Hitmen. So without further ado, let's get it going. Teams stack up pretty good. As you see, so before we proceed further, I have to tell you that the file was corrupted. I lost game 2. However, LA won that game 6-2 behind Dizzy Dean. Now we're going into game 3. The series is tied. Winner take all here. It is working this game, so here we go. Game 3.
Welcome to the stadium for today's ball game.
Night game in Boston. The Sharks are in the field. You see how they line up. And here is Honus Wagner for the first batter to face Joe Walsh. And the pitch, it's going to be a ground ball to second base. Frankie scoops it up out of that red Boston dirt and throws it to Sizzler, 1 out. And that field sure does look beautiful. How can you ever tear a stadium like that down? Here's Billy Williams. He pops up. Tiger Stadium used to be one of the 3 grand old ladies left with Fenway and Wrigley, but now it's just Fenway and Wrigley. Man, teams that got fields, brand new stadiums in the 70s have new ballparks. Boston keeps Fenway. You know the saying that came from left field? Well, that was not Boston, but Chicago. They used to have a mental institution in left field, and people would yell out the window. And that was where the saying that came from left field came from. Also, the term southpaw was because the pitcher faced the south, his throwing arm faced the south side of Chicago. So they would call him a southpaw. That's a little tidbit there for you. I read in trivia, baseball. Okay, there's 2 away in the first. Here's Hank Aaron. I thought you might be interested to hear that. Here's a base hit. I don't know how many times I've heard that phrase, and that came from left field. And I always wondered what it was about. So I looked it up. All right, Aaron is at first. He gets on. So he rips a single. That's a good sign. And that will be a ground ball to second. That will end the inning. We've played 1.5 innings. 1/2 inning. No score. All right, I still remember that game I did with the Tigers. I think it was game 3 against the 89 A's where I showed commercials. Because I used to like those. They used to have these Highland Appliance commercials where they'd always have a different character. Like, you know, one guy was he was a bully. And then they had the other guy, what was he? He was an exaggerator. I'm going to come here for every day for the rest of my life. And then they had, of course, the funny Budweiser commercials with the chameleons. I showed a few of them. I remember that game. Yeah, we won behind Earl Wilson, the 89 A's. And then game 7, we took the series. I won that tournament. All right, it was the best of the best. Back in 2016 or 17. Base hit for Tris Speaker. That's a good sign. He's going to get off the schnai. Man on first base, Speaker, he's got speed. He leads the league in stolen bases. You never know when Sizzler can hit and run. Here he goes. He's going to take off. Nope, Speaker moves back to first. He's not getting far from the bag. And here comes the pitch. Sizzler is going to lay it down. He's going for the small ball, play for the runner at second. He gets him. There's one away. And here's Ted Williams. Teddy don't play small ball. He pops up to first. Man, Ted has just been terrible. He's a much better player than that. Murray squeezes that. Finally gets a chance to play. There's 2 away. It's up to Eddie, who's been swinging a mighty hot bat. Uh-oh. Single 1 to 5. Oh, man, he lines out. He hits it hard, but he's out. Murray gets that. The inning is over. They dodge it there. Top of the second, Roberto Clemente pops up. He's been moved up in the lineup. That's 1 away. This game is for all the marbles. Game 3. And Gabby Hartnett to be followed by Eddie Murray. The pitch to Hartnett. 1-4. Long blast. They left him in, and it's a good thing. Gabby comes through with a drive to left field over the monster for a home run. That's gonna make things interesting. And we have a 1-0 score in the second inning. Here's Eddie Murray. Fly ball to left field. Pitcher is Ed Walsh. He's going to squeeze that for the second out. And here's Buddy Bell getting a rare at bat. 5-4, fly ball to center field. Trish Speaker's a 1. They're all 1s out there pretty much. Well, not so much this game. He's out. That's ends the inning. Bottom of the second. Zach Wheat is the hitter. 1-5, base hit for Zach Wheat. He just keeps on ticking. He just keeps on hitting. Zach is at first, 55% chance. Stan Musial's the hitter. Got something on here, hit and run. He's off with the pitch, the hit and run. Grounder to first, he'll probably step on the bag, and Wheat will move to second with 1 away. Johnny Bench can now knock the runner in. He's been hitting. That's going to be a fly ball to left field. Clemente's a 1, one of your best fielders. He's out. He throws him out at third. What a nice gun. Good job. And now we go to the third. 1-0. LA leads. Trying to steal this series. Single 1 to 3. There's a line out for Geringer. He just hasn't gotten going at all. Honest Wagner 0 for 1. What a time to stop hitting. Double. Oh, there you go. Home run 1. It's going to be a double for Honest. Needed that. And it's gonna bang off the green monster. He's gonna have himself a double. It will be in there for a stand-up double. He is 1 for 2 and has extended his hitting streak to 10 games. Here's Billy Williams. Fly ball to left field. That will be the second out. Ted Williams is out there. And he's out. 2 down. Man at second. It's up to Hank Aaron, the MVP. Can he do it? Grounder to first. Sizzler is over there. He'll pick that up. Step on the base. And we're going to the bottom of the third. 1-0 LA. Joe Cronin to face Maginity. 5 and 6. Pops out to short. This game could go either way. I think Boston's the better team, but as of right now, they're locked up pretty good. They're pretty even. Wagner squeezes that for the first out. Here comes Frankie Frisch, the St. Louis Cardinal, second baseman. Fly ball to left field. That's an old picture, too. Did he play dead ball? I thought he played in the 30s. Let's see something. 1923, New York Giants. Oh, he played for the Cardinals later then, huh? This is an early card of his. Trish Speaker is the batter. There's 2 away. Here comes the pitch. That's a triple 1-5. He's going to smack a double off the fence. in right center field. So they keep it going here. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. And that will bring up George Sisler, who's always dangerous, to face Maginity. Ground ball to first. That's going to end the inning. They dodged the bullet. Okay, we have a man. No, that's the inning. That's right. Okay, top of the fourth. I'll get it together. Willie Mays is the hitter. 4 and 6, fly ball to right field. I got a lot of work to do, but I just wanted to play some baseball before I got into it. That's going to be an out. And here's Roberto Clemente, top of the fourth. Oh, man, Roberto hits a long drive to left field. That's going to be over the green monster. And a home run for Roberto Clemente. Gone. LA's looking for real. That makes it 2-0 in the top of the fourth. Here's Gabby Hartnett. He had a home run earlier in the game. Double 1-3. There's a base hit for Gabby. Boy, he's on. You never know with these guys. They can just tear it up at any time, no matter what they're hitting. It puts a man on first. 2-0. LA in the lead. Ground ball to third. Eddie Matthews is a 3. He's bound to make a boo-boo sooner or later. He's been doing pretty good. That's between them. He fields it. He's called safe by the ump. Close play. Looked like he beat the throw. First and second. Good job, Eddie Murray, digging down to first base. 2 on, 1 out. The pitch from Walsh. Fly ball to center field. Trish Speakers a 1. Let's see what we're going to get here. And it will be caught. Throw to third. He's going to be out. The inning is over. And Willie Mays. That's why you leave him in there. We're in the bottom of the fourth. It's 2-0. Ted Williams. Teddy Ballgame is the hitter. He'll draw a walk. And that puts a man at first base with nobody out. They're dangerous here. Eddie Matthews. That's going to be a long blast for Eddie Matthews, and we got a tie ball game just like that. In the right field seats, way out of here, halfway up the pavilion. 2-run shot for Eddie Matthews ties this ball game at 2. That's what Boston does so well. Here's Zach Wheat. He's 1 for 1. He hit a home run earlier. 2 and 10. That's going to be a double for Zach Wheat. I thought Zach hit a home run, didn't he? Or is that his second double? All right. Man at second base. The wheels are coming off a little bit for Maginity here. Here's Stan Musial. Ground ball to second base, Gehringer. I was going to make it human versus human and then just force them to leave their starter in no matter what happens. That's always interesting. But I didn't do it. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Let's see. Let's make sure that it's a computer game. Yes. Okay.
Talk about a lantern jaw.
Johnny Bench is up. He's 0 for 1 so far. We got a runner at third with 1 away.
Zach Wheat.
Going to answer that 2-run shot spot. Oh, there's a long blast for Johnny Bench, and he has hit his 3rd home run in a row. 3 home runs in 3 games. Johnny Bench has come to play. 2-run shot, and now Boston is up 4-2. Just like that. I would get Maginity out of there. Here's Joe Cronin. That's going to be a fly ball to right field, and that will be the 3rd out, I do believe. No, the 2nd out. Billy Williams squeezes that, and it brings up Frankie Fresh. 4-2, Boston. Fly ball to left field. Clemente is a 1. He's going to catch that. The inning is over. They get 4. And we're going to the top of the 5th. It seemed like that inning lasted quite a while. Top of the 5th inning. Let's see what it says here. Boston is out of here. In the bottom of the 4th, the game is coming to you from the ballpark in Boston, Fenway. After 4 innings, Boston, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. while Los Angeles has 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. It's a good game so far. Top of the 5th. Charlie Gehringer just hasn't been able to do anything. Is going to be out again. Frankie Frisch squeezes that. Boston looks like they want to take the championship. They won the league. We have 1 out in the 5th. That brings up Honest Wagner's having a game. Fly ball to right field. Well, that's going to be another out. 2 down. Zach Wheat squeezes it. And here comes Billy Williams. Man, I hope game 2 worked. I hope it, because I had a corrupt file. That's going to be an out. I don't know if game 2 was saved or not. I hope so. I'll find out after this. 4-2 is the score. There's 2 away. No, there's nobody out in the bottom of the 5th. Tris Speaker leads off. Single 1. Everything else is a line out. Wow. He almost got the 1, too. He lines out to Buddy Bell. 1 down. That will bring up Sizzler. Speaker was 2 for 2 before that. What's all this talking? Reminds me of a comment Jim Busby once made about Mickey Mantle's liners. Mickey Mantle is the strongest hitter in the game. He hits the ball so hard, he knocks the spin off of it. He hit a knuckleball. Catching a liner from him is like catching a knuckleball. It flutters all over. Yeah, I know, man. You can get hit, too. I got hit right in the kneecap once by one of them. Okay, there's 1 away. George Sizzler, Mr. Automatic, hits a double. And I'd love to have him on my team anytime. He's a player. And he just hits. Boston is at it again. 2 out, 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Teddy Williams. So due. Fly ball to left field for a power, a home run or a double or something. It's going to be an out. 2 outs. Magenity is walking a tightrope here. Eddie Matthews been hot. He Ks, and that ends the inning. Big pitch for Magenity. They K Eddie Matthews. We're in the top of the 6th. It's moving right along. 4-2, Boston. Got some hitting this game anyway. Pops up the 2nd. Hank Aaron will make another out. His average just keeps dropping. Willie Mays. Aaron and Mays on your team. You gotta do some winning with those 2 guys. There's a base hit up the middle. And they're complemented well. Here's Roberto Clemente, 1 for 2 with a home run. Mays is on first, always a threat to go, but he doesn't, and Clemente strikes out. Hit a home run off him last time. This time he Ks. 2 down, top of the 6th. Mays is on first. Look for him to take off. Here's Gabby Hartnett. Nope, he doesn't. And he will pop out to 3rd, and they go down rather quietly. 2 for 2 Hartnett was before that. That ends the inning. Bottom of the 6th. Eddie Matthews calls everyone off. The ball what's that say? Drifts a bit, as they always do. And Matthews is there to make the play. Okay. All right, here we go. Zach Wheat is up 2 for 2 with a double. This guy's a hitter. And he gets another base hit. His 3rd hit of the game. Through the hole at first. They're not much of one. Those 2 over there. Nobody out. Wheat is on first base. Stan Musial, who's due big time, and gets a grounder to short. Wagner, can he turn it? Let's try to go 6-4 to 3. Double play. 2 down. Johnny Bench. 3 home runs in 3 games from Bench. Second 1-10. There's a base hit. Johnny's not done yet. It's a C&I dog up the middle. And we got a man at first. Joe Cronin. What's going on here? What's this? Cronin checks his swing. There goes Bench on a delayed steal. Hartnett firing from his knees, and he's out at second. What was Johnny thinking? Bench couldn't outrun the gun. Hartnett uses for an arm. He has one of the better arms in the league. Okay, so we're in the top of the 7th. Eddie Murray, 1 for 2. Played him today. There's a double 1 to 15. He gets a double, his second hit. So it was pretty good playing him. So Los Angeles is batting in the top of the 7th. That's going to be over Speaker's head, and Murray will glide into second with a 2-base hit. And here's Buddy Bell, 0 for 2 so far. Not so good playing him. Grounder to the pitcher. Walsh is a 2. He's going to be out. There's one away. Murray at second. Charlie Gehringer. Got to get a hit sooner or later. And he just won't. It would have been an injury. But he'll pop out. I turn the injuries off. We don't need that. So there is 2 away. And here comes Honest Wagner. He's tired, but he still hit himself a double. Another pitcher's card, man. He just can't help it. And that pitcher's card is pretty bleak. He's going to be out probably. I don't know. Fly ball right field. Wheat is a 2. He charges the ball, and it falls in front of him. So Los Angeles narrows the gap by a run now, and Boston leads 4 to 3. That's an RBI single for Wagner. Here's Billy Williams, 0 for 3 so far. What's going on? Wagner is going on the pitch. He's going to be out at second base, man. Johnny Bench guns him down with his own gun howitzer. Who won the National League MVP and Cy Young Award in 1968? Bob Gibson is my final answer. Bob Gibson. I was right. Okay. Joe Cronin is up, man. And when I was a kid, I used to get Baseball Digest. My dad used to get it for me every month. And I learned so much trivia from reading that little magazine. And I always love baseball trivia games, play them every chance I get. When I see him, which isn't very often. Joe Cronin is up. We're in the bottom of the 7th. It's 4 to 3, Boston. We're going to have a good game right down to the wire. He walks Joe Cronin, who hasn't really done much of anything, but can break out at any time. Frankie Frisch is up. Second baseman. And a first. Uh-oh, something's happening here. Frankie's going to lay it down. Squares around. Frisch. Great bunt. There's no chance to get the runner going to second base. Frisch might beat it out. Fielded by Buddy Bell to throw to first. Close play. Safe. Frisch beat it out. First and second. Nobody out. Speaker is the hitter. Boston is in the driver's seat here. Sidearm toss to first. Just in time. Nice play by Bell to get Speaker. Triss, typically a great bunter, almost ended up a hit. Second and third with 1 away. We still got a problem, Houston. I would walk him. The infield is in. I don't know, though. Base hit, of course. Sizzler. This might drive in, too. In a throw, he's going to be safe. It does. 6 to 3 now with a man at second. Took second on the throw. Boston is serious. They want to win this. And it's going to be a walk to Teddy Williams. Teddy ball game. First and second. They're not out of the woods yet. They still have Magenity out there, which I think I might would want to make a pitching change. Single 1, everything else to line out. It's the second time he's drawn a split card like that. He's going to line out. Second out. Nobody moves. Zach Wheat, 3 for 3. First and second. 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. 2 runs in already. Yeah, look at that. A long blast. Zach Wheat's going to have himself another home run. Oh, my God. Well, he hit a double the first time. Did he have a home run last game? I don't know. It's getting blurry. That's a 3-run shot, and Boston now leads 9 to 3. I don't think they're going to have a very easy time overcoming that lead. Boston's serious. They want that championship. That's going to be it for Magenity. Whitey Ford will come in to pitch. Few warm-up tosses, and he's set to go. Stan Musial is the hitter. There's 2 outs. 6 and 6. Ground ball to second. Charlie Gehringer is a 1. He's probably going to make the play. The inning is over. The official attendance has been announced at 45,764 fans at the ballpark this evening. Billy Williams leads off the top of the 8th. They got work to do. They're down by 6. Here it comes. Lines out to short. Man, it's not a very good hitting card. I don't know. Walsh is out there. There's Hank Aaron. Hank strikes out. Okay. And here comes Willie Mays, 1 for 3. They're putting him down rather easily now. Pops out to third. Walsh is a tough pitcher. I mean, no wonder he won 40 games. He probably had some of the craziest junk. God, I'd love to learn some pitches from him. That would be pretty cool. Bottom of the 8th. 9-3, Boston leads. Johnny Bench is the man of the hour. 3 home runs in 3 games. Crazy. Strikes him out this time. Whitey Ford, the lefty. Got 1 away in the bottom of the 8th. Joe Cronin, 0 for 2 with a run scored. Strikes out.
LA waited too
serious.
long
They
to
should
make a
have started him.
change.
2 down. And that brings up Frankie Frisch. 1 for 3 with a run scored. Double 1-10. That's going to be a double for Frisch. They may not be done yet. Over Willie Mays' head. Is it Mays' or Mays? Well, over Willie Mays' head. Yeah, that would sound better. 2 down, 9-3. Trust Speaker, 2 for 3 with a double. The leadoff man. Here comes the pitch. He's going to have a base hit, and that's going to knock in another run. It's 10-3. Oh, man. Another anticlimactic championship game. Always seems to be with STRAT-O-MATIC for me. 10-3. Boston in the driver's seat. George Sisler is up. He strikes out George Sisler, and that ends the inning.
How about Boston
Going to the
being
bottom
down to their
of
last
the-
out against Chicago?
Going to the top of the 9th. Oh,
coming
boy.
back and winning.
This is it. Roberto Clemente, 1 for 3. Hit a 2-run homer. Didn't he? Oh, a solo shot. Yeah. 5 and 6. Ground ball to short. Cronin is a 2. Clemente's digging hard. And he's got it. 1 down. Nice play by Sisler, digging it out of the dirt. Gabby Hartnett, 2 for 3 with a home run. Ground ball to short. That's going to be the 2nd out of the inning. Cronin up with it. The first, he's out. And it's all going to be up to Eddie Murray, who's 2 for 3. It was a good move for playing today. He's going to try to get a hit here. Let's see, 4-9. Base hit for Eddie Murray, his 3rd hit of the game. When it rains, it pours. And their 10th hit. But they haven't been able to do much. Walsh has scattered them around pretty good. Buddy Bell, we're going to use a pinch hitter for Bell. He just looking at his card. I don't know. We'll use a pinch hitter for him. I think. Let's see. Put maybe Willie up there. Get a little power. Let's take a look at Willie's card. He's got that 3 and 6. Pie. This card looks like, well, singles. I want power. Jerry Grody. This card don't look bad, actually. You get 282. There's Frank White. Kurt Flood. He's got a little pop. Tony Oliva. Maybe Tony Oliva. Yeah, look at his card. It's pretty nice. I don't know. Willie's looks just as good. Willie Horton was, he did lead the American League in home runs. We're going to pinch hit Willie Horton for Buddy Bell. Just get my Tiger in there. Get him a swing. He's probably going to make it out anyway. Murray is on first. There's 2 away. We're in the 9th. Here comes the pitch to Horton. Oh, he just missed a home run. Damn, he strikes out. The ball game is over. Boston The Boston Sharks win the championship. They won the league and the championship. And that will be a final score of 10-3. Boston 10, LA 3. And there's your champion. I finished a tournament. How about that? And there is the box score. Wagner, 2 for 4 with a ribby. 346 he ended up at. Billy Williams 0 for 4, ended up at 308. Didn't expect that. As soon as I move him up, he goes over. Every other game he hit. Hank Aaron 1 for 4, 340. Willie Mays 1 for 4, 255. Clemente 1 for 4 with a ribby, 333. Hartnett 2 for 4 with a ribby, 265. Eddie Murray 3 for 4, 333. Buddy Bell 0 for 3, 344. He was hitting. And Willie Horton got a rare pinch hit at bat, and he struck out. Charlie Gehringer 0 for 3, 174. Tris Speaker for the champions. Tris Speaker, the center fielder, 3 for 4, 361 with a ribby. These two guys are the main reason, I think. I mean, in their pitching. Sizzler, every game I see, they just hit. 5 hits between the two of them. 2 for 4, runs scored, 2 RBIs. Teddy Williams, 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Eddie Matthews, 1 for 4, runs scored, 2 RBIs. He had a big one. Zach Wheat, 4 for 4, a dong. 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. Zach Wheat had a career game. Sam Musial, 0 for 4, 237. Johnny Bench, 2 for 4. He moved his average up to 219. He was anemic up until 3 games ago, and he's just been hitting on fire. 3 home runs in 3 games. Joe Cronin, 0 for 3, 327. And Frankie Frisch, 2 for 4, 293. Magenity took the loss, 6 2/3. They roughed him up for 9 earned runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Whitey Ford did a great job. He came in. He did give up a run. CRA is 8.64. Eddie Walsh got the win, 2-1. Pitched 9 innings, gave 10 hits, but they were scattered. 3 runs, they were earned. He struck out 3 and gave up 2 dongs. 2.08 is ERA. That ends the game. And I'm going to probably do an all-star game, I would imagine. We'll take a look at the league stats. Boston ends up 11-4. They won the league and the playoffs. I came in second at 7-4, lost to LA in the playoffs. And then everybody else had a losing record. It was a pretty good season, though. I enjoyed this. This was fun. Yeah, it's not usually the way I do things, but I just thought I'd try something different. DiMaggio won the batting title. We're going to take a look at that MVP in a second. Hornsby, 425. Sessler, 404. Fox, 393. Heine Manouche, 378. Lou Gehrig, 368. Tris Speaker, 361. Yaz, 351. A couple of those guys are Mount Clemens boys. Tris Speaker had the most at-bats. Joe Cronin had the most runs scored, 12. Tris Speaker was second. Babe Ruth was third. Tris Speaker, most hits, 22. He eclipsed Joe DiMaggio. Well, a couple people did. Sizzler did, and Eddie Matthews did. And they're all for Boston. There's a little indicator for you. Frankie Frisch had 17. Doubles, Yastrzemski with 5. Matthews, Cronin, and Frisch, and Wagner. Triples, Pete Rose with 3. Home runs, Hank Aaron, 7. Joe DiMaggio with 5, Mantle with 4, Hartnett with 4. So Hartnett did get a few homers. Runs batted in, DiMaggio with 13, Aaron with 13, Matthews with 12, Sizzler with 11, Dale Murphy with 10. Ted Williams on both teams. Both Ted Williams is led in the walks department. Intentional walks, Charlie Gehringer. Strikeouts, Eddie Matthews. Hit by pitch, Bill Freehan, of course. League leaders, he got hit, I think in 68, 10 times or something like that. I'm going on memory. It was pretty wild. He did crowd the plate. Toby Hara, Chicago, he didn't get hit like Tony Clignero did, though. That was awful. And he was warned by Ted Williams, too, to stop crowding the plate just before it happened. George Sisler with Boston, 5 stolen bases. And Tris Speaker with 4. And I told you, a big indicator that helped them win it was these two. Grounded in double play, Stan Musial, that didn't help. Ernie Banks, hitting streak, Hank Aaron, 13. I don't know what the asterisk means yet. Tris Speaker and Honest Wagner, Napoli Shaw. Pinch hit average, 1,000 for Camille? Joe DiMaggio, slugging percentage, 795. Hank Aaron was 792. Hornsby, 700. Fox, 643. Matthews, Sisler. On base percentage, Jimmy Fox, 585. Double X. Ted Williams for Chicago, 481. And Ott and DiMaggio. Stremski, Garrick. Fox, 16.3 runs created per 27 outs. Joe DiMaggio, 14.5. Hank Aaron for LA, 11.9. Hornsby, 11.5. Eddie Matthews, 10.9. That's pretty cool. Total average, Jimmy Fox, 1,1632. I don't know how that's figured. Total bases, Hank Aaron for LA, 42. Eddie Matthews was second. He must have been something else. We got him when he was already ready to retire. I think 68 was his last year. He came along with the Tigers. Jimmy Fox, 556, batter versus left. Batters versus right. Where's batter versus was Joe DiMaggio, 429. Home runs versus left, Lampley Shaw, 2. Tied with a few guys. Joe DiMaggio, home runs versus right, 5. First base for 2020 greatest teams. Wins, Johnson, 3. That's the pitching stats there. Schoolboy Rowe had 3 losses. Sandy Koufax, 2. Feller, 2. Winning percentage, Johnson, 1,000. Seaver, maybe matter. Walsh pitched, yeah. Roberts, 1,000. Dazzy Vance. Couple of St. Louis guys in there. ERA, Dazzy Vance, the New York team. They were called the New York Greed. When you think of New York, I think of greedy people on Wall Street. Innings pitched, Eddie Walsh, 34.2 for Boston. Magenity, his counterpart, 30.2. Total batters faced, Walsh 143, Magenity 129. Games pitched, Quisenberry pitching 7, along with Wynn, Reed, and that's it. Games started, Walsh 5, the only one. Magenity 4. Complete games, Walter Johnson, all 3 of his games. I should have pitched him in the last game, but he was still tired. I had to pitch Tiant. Games finished, Quisenberry 7, Minton, Wynn. I'm trying to remember who he was. Eddie Wynn. Early Wynn, that's who that is, early Wynn. Quisenberry had the most saves with 4. Save percentage, Steve Howe, and that guy was something else. Shutouts, Tiant and Kovaleski. And hits allowed, Ed Walsh, 32. And still got that win. Magenity, runs scored, 18. Earned runs, Magenity of 16. Home runs allowed, Tiant, 5. Early Win, 5. Walsh. Walks, Bob Feller, 18. Sam McDowell, 12. That's why I didn't start Sam in that last game. He's just too wild. I love him, but... Tiant, 32 strikeouts. Bob Feller with 24. Alexander with 23. Denny McLain, 23. You know, McLain only shined for a few years, but when he was on top, there was nobody better. I don't know. I heard the rumor of what happened to him. And he was found out to be gambling on baseball. He was gambling on the Tigers to win. You know, but okay, whatever. They busted him and he got suspended for the 70 season until the middle of the season when he came back, and he just never had it again. And the story that was the rumor was they took him out on a boat on Lake St. Clair and hit him in the foot with a sledgehammer. and he was never the same. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. And so there's also a rumor, and there's a story about it in Baseball Reference. I was going to read it because I'm doing Norm Cash right now. But it said Norm was murdered by the mafia for gambling with Denny. I don't know if that was true or not, but it wouldn't surprise me. You know, people, you give them all that money to play a game, and they find a way to screw it all up. Opponent steals, Tommy Bridges and Koufax. Opponent stealing base percentage, Ed Walsh, 0. Jack Chesbro, pitcher's batting average. Hits per 9, Nichols. Carl Hubble, walks per 9, Ks per 9, Tiant. Home runs per 9, Bridges. Opponent batting average, Christy Mathewson, 178. Left, Spahn. Right-hander, Mathewson. Newhouser, run support. Walter Johnson and Dazzy Vance and Walsh. Inherited score, see that, 0, Tom Hume. Strikeouts, walks, Louis Tiant, 6.40. And that'll do it. I'll just do the stories here. Zach Weed had 4 hits and 3 RBI, and Ed Walsh had a complete game as the Boston Sharks topped the Los Angeles Hitmen by a score of 10-3 at the ballpark. Zach made sure Boston fans enjoyed themselves. He singled in the 2nd inning, doubled in the 4th, slapped a 1-base hit in the 6th, and lofted a 3-run bomb in the 7th. He did have a great game. Boston had 14 hits for the night. Ed Walsh, 2-1, got the victory, allowing 3 runs for the game. Joe Magenity, 1-2, was the loser. He served up 3 home runs in his 6 2/3 innings work. And let's take a look at the awards voting here. Hank Aaron is still the MVP, even though he had 3 bad games. Joe DiMaggio, once he lost it, I think the regular season is probably the reason why that is like that. And Walter Johnson won the Cy Young, and this is your all-star selection. I didn't have 2 divisions, so they'll just go with first versus second. Gabby Hartnett for catcher against Bill Dickey for Pittsburgh. First base, Hank Aaron, 5,600,000 votes. George Sisler. Hank didn't play first till later in his career. He was an outfielder his whole career mostly. So it would be Aaron versus Sisler. Second base, Hornsby, 2 million votes versus Frisch. Third base, Matthews, 3.2 mil. Baker, home run Baker for New York. Shortstop, Honus Wagner. Cronin for Boston.
Philadelphia.
Left field, Roberto Clemente for LA. Ted Williams for Boston. Center field, the only Mount Clemens. Oh, there's 2. Joe DiMaggio. He's the second highest vote getter. And he would be versus Tris Speaker for Boston for center. Right field, Stan Musial for Boston versus Frank Robinson for Chicago. Pitcher, Walter Johnson. I think I will do an all-star game. Versus Robin Roberts. That would be the 2 starters, and then the rest of your pitchers here. Gold Glove, Walter Johnson, Cochran, Sisler, Dorr, Santo, Banks, Yastrzemski, Murphy, and Dawson. And that'll do it. So I will be back with one more game, the All-Star game for this league, but that'll do it for this league. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. I'll have to try it again sometime. And my next project is going to be the All Tigers tournament that I abandoned for Baseball Mogul, which isn't my favorite game. It's kind of wild. I like the crowd and the liveliness of it, but it just doesn't seem too realistic to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I think I'm going to do it again, but I'm either going to do it on Action PC or on Out of the Park. I wish I could do it with this game, but we'll take a break from STRAT-O-MATIC for a bit. I'll do another game next time. And thanks a lot for watching. I hope if you've made it through all of these videos, you deserve a reward. I am a baseball freak. I've been playing my whole life. Thanks for watching, and I hope you tune in again. Take care. I'll see you on down the road.